When you are working on a low income, becoming a millionaire appears to be an impossibility. What if I told you that for $40 and a little patience, you could earn seven-figure riches with far less effort than you'd expect? I know it seems too good to be true, but in a few minutes, I'll tell you all you need to know to pull it off, as well as a common error people make when attempting to get rich that you don't want to make. First and foremost, because I work with numbers, I believe it's important that you grasp how the math works before I share with you all of the tips and tactics you'll need to become a billionaire on a little budget. If you could save just $40 per week, which is about the cost of a few coffees or a night out at the bar for most people, then invest it for the next 40 years, you'd have just over $1 million in 4 decades. Now, I know I stated it started with only $40, but you and I both knew there was more to that remark than what it obviously meant. Obviously, the case I just described is oversimplified, and there are a variety of other elements that could influence your final decision. For example, you may earn more than 10% every year and either have more money after 40 years or reach the $1 million mark sooner. On the other hand, you could have nearly $1 million in the 39th year and have the market plummet just as you're ready to cross the finish line. This is referred to as a sequence of returns risk or sequence risk, which is the danger that an investor would suffer negative portfolio returns extremely late in their working lives, early in retirement, or at any other time when you intend to rely on your nest fund to get by. However, you have no control over this danger. But what you can control are the everyday steps you take to guarantee you keep investing your $40 per week, which should be manageable no matter what. This is what I mean when I say manageable. Let's say you make $30,000 per year after taxes, which leaves you with approximately $2,500 per month, of which we say you must invest $160 to become a millionaire. That needs you to save only 6.4% of your after-tax salary, and if you're not already saving this much money each month, a few spending changes will get you there. In most circumstances, for example, the average American spends $240 per month on entertainment alone, which indicates that lowering this single expense can leave you with enough money to eventually become a seven-figure individual. Now, so far, I've made becoming a millionaire sound about as easy as putting on your jeans in the morning, but despite this, most individuals can't pull it off right now. Only approximately 8% of Americans are millionaires, which means that if you can follow the procedures I'm about to discuss with you in this video for the next few decades, you'll be among a relatively small but wealthy group of individuals. Speaking of these measures, there are several activities you must take in order to make your dream of becoming a millionaire on a low income a reality, the first of which is the most difficult for most individuals. Everyone wants to be a millionaire unless they're a billionaire, but they don't commit to the objective of financial independence. Unfortunately, here is where they go wrong. In reality, it's similar to attempting to lose weight. You may wish to lose 20 pounds but are unwilling to undertake daily aerobics, lift weights, or decline going out to drinks with your friends. Well, just as you must commit to a diet, you must also commit to being a millionaire. This dedication presents itself in a variety of ways, the first of which is budgeting. Someone who has worked a low income for years and interacts with many individuals who still do. I frequently see that the less money people make, the more stupid they allow themselves to be about their finances. Of course, this isn't true for everyone, but if you're generating a poor wage and feel like you have no financial prospects, it stands to reason that you won't be motivated to tighten your belt. However, without one, saving $40 per week and eventually becoming a millionaire will never happen. It's the fact that you can create a decent budget in only 5 minutes and manage it in even less time. Are you curious how? Let's get started. Allow me to introduce you to the split budget. After speaking with numerous budget haters, I discovered that their main complaint is needing to segregate all of their spendings, which increases the time and complexity of implementing a budget. This is why the split budget simply has two categories: spending and saving. First, you establish your savings goal, which should be at least $40 per week or $160 per month for the sake of becoming a millionaire. Subtract this amount from your after-tax income, and you'll have enough money to cover all of your monthly expenses, such as rent, groceries, and gas. The advantage of this budget is that it will take less time to construct than that new recipe your sweetheart has been nagging you to cook. What you gain in time, however, you lose in precision. This means you'll have less transparency into where all of your money is going, but at the end of the day, what we care about is attaining your savings target, which the split budget can help you achieve. However, establishing a budget and actually sticking to it are two different things, and the next step on this journey to millionaire status is to reject modern materialism regardless of what you do these days. Spending triggers are continuously bombarding you. It may be a YouTube ad, an Instagram post, or a flyer in the email. Someone is always attempting to pick your pocket, and if you have a lapse in your commitment to financial freedom, it's easy to fall victim to their tactics. Furthermore, you may end up being your own worst enemy when it comes to spending, especially when your emotions are involved. For example, you might have a rough day at work and end up binge purchasing on Amazon. Alternatively, you could end up at this store buying new clothes after that person you plan to date dumped you. The idea is that financial success necessitates a strategy to combat both external and internal risks, which can include things like limiting your social media usage or exercising when your stress levels rise. On a more positive side, if you want to make your financial dream a reality, you should take advantage of free money wherever feasible, and the best way for most people to achieve this is to take advantage of their employer's 401k match. For example, the average American company currently offers a 401k match of 6% of your salary, and around 86% of employers offer this option to individuals who choose to take advantage of it. For example, if you earn $40,000 a year, your employer will match your contribution up to $24,000, which will greatly assist you in your quest for financial freedom. While most employers provide this method of investing, others do not, which is fine because it is not the only way to invest. Many people prefer to invest on their own, which is totally fine. There is, however, a proper and incorrect method to go about this. The incorrect technique is to spend a lot of time researching, purchasing, and selling stocks. You may be wondering why, because no matter how wonderful of an investment you make with $40 a week, it will not make a meaningful impact on your wealth while sucking up time you would be better off utilizing to learn more skills that will boost your income the right way. To invest, set up an automated investment into your favorite index funds and go about your weekly business. Your contribution should be transferred from your bank to your brokerage account, where your preferred funds are purchased, and if you end up earning a return comparable to historical performance, you should be well on your way to financial success in the future. Now I love urging people to set up this type of system, not only because most people are lazy, but also because it's a terrific method to battle the most significant impediment to this plan functioning, which is impatience. Today's world is one in which everything is instant. We have immediate meals, instant messages, and instant headaches when you fail to wish your partner a happy birthday 1 minute after midnight because we want everything now, even financial success. However, in an attempt to speed up this process, we try to take shortcuts, but wisdom tells us that the longest way is frequently the shortest, which I'll share with you because you probably don't want to accept that painful truth. Making more money today is the only way to accelerate this process. This will inevitably lift you out of the category of low-income runner, but I'm sure that's already something you're aiming for, and believe me, it's well worth it. If you merely increased your monthly contribution by working a few extra hours a month, you would more than double your future wealth or reduce your time to 7 figures from 40 years to 33, and given that they only save you 7 years of your life. As a result, if you follow all of the methods I just described, I guarantee you will become a millionaire. However, when you arrive, you may be in for a nasty awakening, which I will discuss right now. I'm sure you've heard of inflation, and if you let it, this one financial event can ruin your future rich lifestyle. What exactly do I mean? Let me clarify. It's fine to talk about investing money every month and experimenting with different return percentages to see what it takes to become a millionaire. However, I've discovered that when someone sells you the dream of this path to riches, they leave out one crucial detail: the effects of inflation. So, in order to avoid becoming another compound interest dream seller, I need to lift the curtain on what inflation will do to your money if you follow this path to financial success. So, if we estimate a 3% inflation rate for the next 40 years, the $1 million we've been discussing will only be worth about $306,000. So, while you will have $1 million on paper when food costs $9 a loaf and residences start at $1 million, those 7 figures in your portfolio will not take you as far as you imagined. As a result, I recommend that consumers consider inflation before beginning their investing journey. In this scenario, if you wanted to have $1 million in 40 years, assuming a 3% inflation rate, you would need to invest $3.5 million or contribute $130 every week for the following 4 decades. Fortunately, I discovered how damaging inflation is to our aim of retiring a millionaire, which encouraged me to begin freelance work online. It is better to be prepared and adjust properly than to be 40 years later and regret not having known about this one wrinkle in your financial success strategy. Unfortunately, this is one truth about money that only wealthy people understand. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic week. If you believe this video has added value to your understanding of life, please like and subscribe to the channel for more life-changing content.